St. Albert, Edmonton.
Mr. Speaker, 3 times the Liberals and their NDP coalition partner blocked the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff from testifying about Beijing's election interference. And, Mr. Speaker, now Liberal MPs for nearly 24 hours at the direction of the Prime Minister have been filibustering my straightforward motion for Telford to appear. Why have these Liberals gone to such lengths to shield Telford? What is it that she knows that the Prime Minister wants hidden from Canadians?
Honourable Government House Leader.
Individuals who received briefings and who would have had knowledge of the 2019 and 2021 campaigns as the national campaign directors have been offered to testify to committee. The ministers who are responsible have testified before committees. Other witnesses, experts, are testifying before committee. Why does the Conservative Party so solely and singularly focus on Katie Telford? I'll tell you why. It's a partisan interest, and it's deeply disturbing. Their interest here is to wedge and divide and to create partisan advantage. I would suggest when we're dealing with something as serious as foreign interference that our focus should be on protecting our democracy, not on partisan advantage.
The Honourable Member for St. Albert, Edmonton.
Mr. Speaker, the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff is a critical witness to get to the heart of this scandal, namely what the Prime Minister knows, when he knew about it, and why he failed to respond to Beijing's election interference. If the NDP do an about-face and finally stand up for democracy instead of doing the bidding of this corrupt Prime Minister and the motion passes, will the Prime Minister respect the will of this House, or will he double down on his obstruction and double down on his cover-up?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I noticed that you didn't get on your feet, but I will. Calling a member of this House corrupt is despicable. Calling a member of this Parliament corrupt is something I find absolutely reprehensible.
Order. Order. I'll let the Honourable Government House Leader start from the top, please.
Speaker, I heard some yell across the way. I am flawed. I have made many errors in my life, as I'm sure many members of this House have. I have never called in all of my time in opposition or government another person in this place corrupt. I have never stood in my place and leveled an allegation where you do not have, the members opposite do not have that information. They take rumor and conjecture and try to trump it up for partisan advantage and overreach with terms like corrupt. An individual and the Prime Minister who's dedicated his life to public service and making this country better, this place deserves better than that kind of debate. We're dealing with a serious issue in foreign interference. It deserves serious responses.